Hello and welcome back to City Bus Manager, and here we are once again with our company DaveCoach, operating in the marvellous Welsh city of Swansea. So looking at our customer service centre here, it looks fairly busy, but it's handling this more than capably. We've got a few people up here who've not seemed to be too busy, and all of these guys seem fairly alright too. I was going to try and check their stress levels, but I'd have to come back off this view. So there we go. How is Natalia doing? Yeah, not stressed at all. She's very friendly, medium satisfied. So not too bad, not too bad. And if you look up here, we have Aidan Duns, who is an expert at this. He is quite stressed though, but still very friendly. Which is good. That we still have a fair bit of space in here. Because we are actually running out of spare desks. We've only got these 5 across the back here, and these 2 over here left to fill up. Don't know. Oh, there we go. We'll get them turned on as well. So they are all turned on. I don't know why these 2 were turned off. But yeah, we can only take potentially up to 7 more. But that's all right for now. Maybe when we start really growing our network, we'll have to start expanding out over this way to get more people in. But at the moment, we have a good, solid stream of people coming in and out to get their weekly tickets and some information. And there is lots of weekly tickets that we can see popping up, which is nice. Unfortunately, we do have a bit of a body pile forming here, and usually this guy got in without running too many over. But the next one, we'll see, if we speed it up, we might get another one in just a moment. Like, I've been sat here and I've watched it a few times, and they are just splatting their way into here. Like, no one stops, it's just one down. Here we go. Oh, that was close. Snuck it right in between the 2. That was lucky. That was very, very lucky. I suppose I don't want to get this demonetized by YouTube. Boom! Whew, that was like 3 there. Oh dear, oh me. Anyway, ignoring all of that and that horror show going on over there, we'll just scroll down. We'll get that out of our view, so we don't have to think too much about it. Things are going quite nicely. We are progressing quickly through this 2,500 tours, which is going to get a nice bit of money. And then up here, carries 37,810 in one day. And we are well on the way to doing this. We've got 22,500 already done, and it's not even 11 in the morning. That is looking good. Anyway, we come down over here and we get rid of that again. We have these over here. These white buses that we had stuff to do with. I'd asked you to come up with a nice colour scheme for them, as although they look all white at the moment, get it? We were hoping for something more jazzy, more colourful, more vibrant, something that reflects the values of our company, being youthful, bright and vibrant, and maybe something that will cover up, mask all the blood from the poor guys that we keep running over. Anyway, as I said, I would announce the winner in this episode, and without further ado, here it is now. Okay, so the comment was black and yellow for Gorsham's Bumblebee style, and so that is what I have gone for. I have gone for the black and yellow stripe approach, and I think it's looking fairly snazzy. I like it. So I say black. The black is just off black, particularly on the citywide, on the top right there, spinning round, just so you can still get a little bit of the window and the wheel details. Otherwise it all blends into one a bit too much and just becomes like a black rectangle with a yellow stripe. But I think it pops, I think it works quite nicely. So this is what we've gone for. Okay, and here they are, coming out into the world from the paint bay, and we have the whole fleet done up. Look at them all there. Beautiful yellow and black. As I said, it was known it should be. It was called the Bumblebee in the comment, and I think that is exactly what they look a bit like. The nice yellow and the black. It's vibrant. It's jazzy. It's everything we are. It's everything we want to be. It's corporate all over that. Look at that. That's going to be something you'll see it coming around the corner, and you will know for a fact that we are what we're about. We are about delivering excellence to Gorsamon, and here they all are, ready to go, ready to bring in all that excellence, ready to deliver for us. Anyway, before we get any more dizzy, let's go the other way to undizzy ourselves. Way and out we go. We can zoom out and we can see how they fit in with our fleet. This double-decker, we will give it a colour scheme in the future when we get a few more of them. But yeah, we're doing fairly well. Again, our customer service centre has been doing fairly well. More people have just been run over coming in, and it's probably time to get these services operating. So if we look in here, and as we know from the previous episode, our poor bus drivers have been worked very hard and their stress level is going through the roof. Hi boss, recently it unfortunately happened more often that I had to work overtime. I'd appreciate it if it was necessary less often in the future. And hi boss, there is so much to do at the moment. I would really need support from other employees. So we have 11 more buses down here, or 12 more buses. We're starting in more routes and our drivers are already overworked, the poor dears. So we'll get a few more. We have 80 currently. What would be a good number? We're going to get at least 10 more. So we're looking at anyone who's under 15 euros an hour and anyone who is green friendliness. But Fanny here, you've got a great name, Fanny Cordero. You're 11.90, you're dirt cheap, you have zero skill, but you're friendly as. You'll learn that. Welcome to the team. Anyway, we'll go through and you pick up a few others like Jonas, and how about Monica, and Paul. Now you're over, George. Welcome to the team. Chloe, you just snuck in there. Fine, Madison, you'll go in there just because I can't be bothered at this point. We need, how many more? 3 more at least. So we'll take you, and we'll take you, Lena, and how about you, TDS? There we go. Hopefully having 90 drivers should be enough. But if I've still got space, maybe I'll get a few more. We've got 4 here, we get 1 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is what I meant by the one more to have a nice round 95. Lucas, again, you got a bit more skill and you're even cheaper. Friendly as. Welcome to the team. It's lovely to have you. Anyway, there we go. Without further ado, let's get these buses in up over here. So let's start off with some new routes. Do all new routes up here. We're going to start thinking about renaming these at some point to get a good system going on. But we'll start at the stand 6. We're just going to come out and about. I'm just going to call this one GR20 for now. We don't need to put any other number because there's only one lot of GR buses. Anyway, we'll keep this going until 10 o'clock. And how many people do we reckon it's going to be carrying? I don't think it's going to be as many as we're expecting. Yeah, not that many at all. So let's do advanced settings and have a look at the preferred group. Obviously GR MIDI 1. And then we need to come down and find the shipping castle. This is our timing point. We do 2 minutes waiting over here. And then primary school, British Legion, there we go, Gorsenholm College, we do 2 minutes waiting there. We do it every 20 minutes at rush hour. We'll copy, and our usual one where we just do everything, and then Sunday every 45. Confirm. And I'll just go through and I'll do a few others. So one out up over here, loopy one, and then one going out that way. When they are all in, I'll be back in a moment.
So as I quickly get all of these routes put in, heading up over this way and over that way, and whatever way I feel like, I will regale you with yet another fun and interesting fact about Swansea. Well, I'll say fun and interesting, a new one. This one is actually coming from episode 6, which some of you had noticed was missing in the past. And this was very much a who is Swansea? What is Swansea? Why is Swansea? I mean, I'm not going to answer all of these, like where is Swansea? South coast of Wales, we know that already. Tick, answered. What is Swansea? It's a city in Wales. Tick, easy. Why is Swansea? Well, that is a more interesting question I hear you asking. So the place name Swansea was first recorded on coins dated to the 1140s, indicating the presence of a mint in Swansea. Despite this often cited view that the name is of earlier Viking origins, possibly from Swansea or Swains Island, whether or not Swansea has Viking origins is still up for debate, but the UK does have quite a few Viking settlements, and also Ireland. Like the Vikings with their horned helmets and their cool dragon longboats would come over from Scandinavia and start raiding the British Isles in the 1100s, pilfering all of our monasteries and stuff, and generally causing a bit of a nuisance to everyone. And anyway, as they came over, a few of them decided that they would settle in the UK because the weather was nicer over here, which is a bit of a shocking thought to think. Why would anyone go, oh, weather in Wales is lovely? Like, Wales is like Ireland. It rains 400 days of the year. On a good year. But they came over, they liked it. It was more hospitable than Scandinavia, which I suppose makes sense because Scandinavian winters are pretty brutal, and they settled. This is probably also another reason why the Welsh name for Swansea and Swansea are different words, because Abertour in Welsh and then Swansea or Swansea from the Viking. I don't know why I was struggling with that. We're talking about Vikings. Anyway, that's sort of where the origins of Swansea come from. And now, importantly, I've got to say is that there's a way to pronounce Swansea. I hadn't realised that there's a particular way, and I can't even tell the difference between how it says this. So apparently, it is Swansea, not Swansea. If you can hear the difference between those two, you've got better ears than me. But yeah, that is how you're meant to pronounce it. So Swansea. I'm really trying to pronounce that properly. But anyway, there we go. That will do for today. And we're pretty much done in Gore Simmons. So I'll be passing back to me.
Okay, so that should have all of those ready to be assigned. So we'll assign the drivers and assign the buses. And there we should have them all sorted for now. So let's get the speed going and let's watch all the buses come pouring out. So over here we should have a whole, too far in, a whole stream of yellows in just a moment. Oh, here they start coming. There's the first one heading out, and the second one coming out in little drips and drabs. There we go. Number 3, number 4. Let's watch this one. Which one should we follow? There we go. All the way out he comes. Oh, this is a strange route out to Gore Simmons, but if he insists, back on that service, back on that route, and up. What route will we be covering now? The 24th. This is the one that actually goes out quite a long way this way. Well, we've got 15 people on. That's a good number. I don't imagine many of these routes are going to become my big earners, but they should be able to just tick over a little bit and then make my express service a bit more profitable. They come through over here and all the way back in. Happy days. Oh, this poor bus is running very late, the 17B. Why are you struggling so much? What is wrong with you? 25 minutes late. 23. Oh, he's picking it back up again. Anyway, let's come have a look back at these ones again. Oh, number 20, in he comes. So if we have a look at our new Gore Simmons route. Oh, well, I've numbered them all wrong, so we better quickly sort that out. So we're going to change you to 23, tick, confirm, and then 22, there we go. I'm sure you were all screaming at me for being an idiot making that mistake just a moment ago, But there we go. We have those three now operating, and not making a huge amount of money, but just a little bit in the green on both of them. I mean, when I say just, like, it is only just with you. And we've been through the money making section, so it's now probably all quieting down. So what I'm going to do now that we have lots of money sat around in our bank, is probably have a look, how much do we need to repay this loan? Not quite enough yet. We're after 139, and he is the most expensive one we have at the moment, costing us over €1,000 a day, 1,014 exactly. This one here is only 793 and 8 cents, and then 930, which we haven't taken, and then 950. So these two are a fair bit less. So once this one is repaid, we need a little bit more. Was it 139, 932? There we go, repay. Now that that is repaid, we'll be saving a little bit more money each turn, and we have a cheaper loan in case we need it. So I'm going to come back in here, and in the next couple of episodes, what I want to start doing is I want to start growing our network again, growing our area of coverage. So I'm going to come in here. I want to do some more research of areas of expending, which I can't do because I obviously spent all my money, so we'll ignore that for now. We'll read what's here, bus driver. Just want to say I'm extremely happy with the work here. I'm very pleased to work for the company. As much one of the new ones we've just hired. No wonder he is happy. They've not been overworked yet. But while we wait, we might as well come through and see if any of these buses need to get fueled, cleaned, washed. That usual shenanigan. And then once we have the money, which now might be at the end of the day, we'll have to wait and see. But we'll try and get some more areas. If we can't, that could be the next episode. We've got a fair bit done in this one. I say a fair bit. We've got 3 new routes chucked in, which is all very nice and good. Well, you've broken my new bus already. What are you doing? What have you done to him? How could you? Who was driving you? I want to fire them right now. It's too late. I've missed it. It's lucky he escaped there by the skin of his teeth. But everyone else seems to be... Oh, I spoke too soon. Everyone else seems to be doing fairly good, Nick. You've had something broken too, so we'll have to get that repaired up. Oh, they're all coming in broken now, aren't they? Our nighttime drivers seem to be just a bit careless, smashing indicators into everything. Although I'm not surprised with the amount of people that they run over coming in and out. It is surely only inevitable that lights and indicators have been broken. And wipers too, probably as the person is dragged underneath, they're clawing desperately for their lives at the front of the bus before they are dragged underneath to tear a wiper off. Something like that is what I imagine was going on with breaking the wipers there. Prove me wrong otherwise. Maybe that's a bit extreme for this game, which is just very chill in many other ways, despite the carnage that goes on sometimes. And these all look, I spoke too soon again, like they've been well organised and already clean. We'll get that repaired. Oh yes, I was about to assign them all manually, but why do that when I can just go assign buses? Oh, we are a bit short on our On these ones, we've got a bit of time to come up with a solution. And there we go. Drivers assigned. Maybe if we just scroll through, we will just... No, you won't work on that one, will you? Ooh. Oh. You can take that one. Do we have any other ones finishing nice and early? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, you can take that one. Or maybe you can... Oh no, you definitely can't do that one, can you? Would anyone else be finishing nice and early and be able to take one of these on? A bendy bus is probably overkill, but it's what I have. Oh, and we have a late night starty one. So, hang on a second. Oh, no wonder I was struggling. I hadn't assigned these buses to that category. I'll tell you what, I'll do that again. They are all in. So, assign drivers. Okay, now this is more like it. I can get these two reassigned. Just give it a bendy for now. There we go. It's not ideal, but we'll have to get a few more buses in a bit. But there we go. I corrected for a small mistake and we've made some progress. Can you get that fixed? You're putting me off. Over here, anyone need anything more? Just give you a quick, give some of these a quick little wash and clean. They're looking not in too bad nick. Everyone's cleanliness has improved in Swansea. They're less animalistic now and more like civilized people, which I suppose is not, well, I mean they are Welsh, what can we expect? Anyway, there we go. Coming into the weekend, and how much internet did we use up yesterday? 146.3 gigabytes. Good amount there. We are going to be just running at high speed, but what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to phase back in when this comes around to like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and a lot of our buses are back out. At the moment, there's not much we can do with very little money, and all our buses in the depot, they've all been organised up. And I think the only thing we can do is reduce dirt on buses by 10%. It's free. We will do it. Right, back in that moment. Okay, so it's 8:30 in the morning, and if we currently look at everyone is sort of out and about, busily making us money, getting us ready to take on the world. What I was doing while I was looking through here was, in the last episode we sort of split up the midi buses into here, into the small buses and the larger buses. The larger buses took on some busy routes, and the question was, is it working? Has it improved? Has it made things better? And if we look at this, I think it's safe to say yes. So we have comfortably increased, well, we have massively increased the amount of money that these three routes are making with the larger buses. I think this was around the 80,000 a week, and it has just jumped up in a day or two to 107. This has gone up for like the 60 odd. I mean, it's still growing, still going through its early stages of like its first week. So that's gone up to 100,000. This has gone up to 80. So these three are now by far and away ahead of all the other ones with the smaller buses. So this is sort of the level. So maybe some of these will have to start being increased in a bit as and when we need them. But if we look down, we can sort of see the diminishing returns we get with some of the smaller buses going on and some of these less frequent routes. And then we can keep going in and we can have a look at the ones that we put in Gore Simmons, and basically they're not making us very much money at all. The ones that are making money is the long one that sort of goes out to the little village by the motorway, and then we have 21, which is the one that goes out to the west and to the north to get those houses and stuff. 23, 22 are the ones, the little tiny loopers on the east side, and I wasn't expecting them to make much money, but There we go. There's just something going on there. Now if we can look through, what is our articulated bus service doing? So that's only made us 21,000, just under. In the same time, this is making us 100,000. Because they both went in at the same time. It's not necessarily the most profitable route, but it looks cool, and that is the main thing. We have now got the monies, so let's come down and do our research over here. We're going to go out to the west again. I feel like there's more stuff out to the west, and if we look on here, we can see that we managed to do. Oh, we just fell short of our 69. I would have sworn we would have got that. We must have been so close. Well, we're unlikely to do it at the weekend as passenger numbers are decreased, but at the weekend we should hopefully cover this 49,000 ticket sales off. Let's see what people are saying in here. So Maxine Richer is saying, I'm on the verge of burnout, these worker hours are exaggerated. Look, we've got a whole bunch more, things should be easing off a little bit, but you are sat on the toilet right now. This seems like a very poor time to be doing a business meeting. I don't know what you think, but we'll come back and talk about this at another time. Our area is now growing. That happened a lot quicker than I was expecting. Happy days. Maybe we could get another one done soon. But this is probably where the episode ends, so we're going to be saving the growing network for later on and further episodes. Okay, so hopefully you will get less stressed out. We'll talk about that in a bit now that we're back after that elongated pause there. What is the underground saying in Swansea? Dear sir, or madam, the schedule is now changed, starting tomorrow. So we're starting an hour earlier, finishing an hour later. Current driving for savers now every 20 minutes. And at rush hour, same again. Happy days. That can only mean good things as we're making more money off them. What are Ficton saying? Changes for tomorrow. Current driving intervals every 30 minutes. New ones every 20. Okay. All round, that is good news. Hopefully we are transporting lots of people on them and we can keep on making money with it. And we have another bus driver here. Hello boss, it seems to be going very well in the company at the moment. As much work as there is. However, it would be better if work could be divided among more employees, as the current workload is too high in the long run. But you are just walking around and getting something to eat. Everyone who's complaining seems to just be dawdling around in the depot, and it's just not on. I expect better from you. Anyway, let's get this next bit of research done, and we're going to go. Ooh, which way should I go? I don't really know what's around Swansea, so if we have a look out here, how are we doing? Oh, I feel like we're coming into something over there. I also feel like we might be having something over here. Like, I feel like it's an eeny meeny miny mo situation. I don't know. I don't know the area around Swansea. Maybe someone could tell me which way I should be researching. Just guess, but ip dip dip, my blue ship sailing on the water like a cup and saucer. O-U-T spells out. Okay, we're not going east. Eeny meeny miny mo. I choose you. So not south. Well, we're going to go south. I said I choose you, so we are going to go south. That didn't work very well. I decided I'd have a nice eeny meeny miny mo stratagem picked up, and it didn't go very well. I said I choose you, so I really had to choose him. I boxed myself into a corner. But that is for next time. For now, as Saturday pushes on and we repair this bus, I will leave you to enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you again on Friday when I come back and we grow our area of operations. So enjoy your week. I'll see you then. Ciao for now.